Catherine Wolfe Donahue was one of the women who worked with radium in the early 20th century, unknowingly putting her health at risk due to the lack of understanding of its dangers. She was a dial painter for the U.S. Radium Corporation in New Jersey, a job that became infamously associated with the tragic health consequences of radium exposure. In the 1920s, radium was widely used in luminous paints, which were applied to clocks, watches, and instrument dials, making them glow in the dark. The workers, mostly young women like Catherine, were tasked with painting these dials by hand. At the time, radium was seen as a miracle substance, believed to have healing properties, and the safety hazards were not known. Workers were instructed to lick their paintbrushes to achieve a fine point, which led to them ingesting small amounts of radium with each stroke. The company assured workers that radium was safe, and Catherine, like her colleagues, had no reason to suspect otherwise. However, as the years passed, the women began to suffer from severe health problems. Many developed serious bone pain, anemia, and other debilitating symptoms. Catherine Donahue herself experienced severe jaw pain, and her teeth began to loosen and fall out. After seeking medical help, it became clear that the damage was caused by radium poisoning. The women soon learned that radium was a radioactive substance, and its long-term exposure led to devastating health effects, including bone cancer. Catherine, along with her fellow dial painters, became part of a landmark legal case against the U.S. Radium Corporation. The women, often referred to as the Radium Girls, fought for justice, claiming the company had been negligent in protecting them from the harmful effects of radium exposure. Catherine's testimony, along with that of others, brought national attention to the issue of workplace safety and the dangers of radioactive materials. Tragically, many of the Radium Girls, including Catherine, suffered from fatal illnesses as a result of the exposure. Catherine Wolfe Donahue's experience with radium highlights the profound risks of unregulated industrial practices in the early 20th century. Her case helped catalyze the development of more stringent workplace safety regulations and heightened awareness of the dangers of radiation, marking a critical turning point in both public health and labor rights history.